There isn't. Thank you. Good morning, Miss Mayank. Could you please confirm that you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Thank you. I hope you're doing well and having a great day so far.
Yeah, I hope same for you.
Yes. Thank you so much for making yourself available for this meeting. I really appreciate it.
My
So,
pleasure, dear.
regarding this meeting, it'll be in interview format and will take approximately 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay, fine.
I hope it's okay with you.
Yeah, sure.
So, I wonder if you have any questions before we begin.
No, I don't. Are you able to hear me properly? There is no disturbance from my background.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. That's actually my headphone problem that I can't correct. But otherwise, all good.
Yeah.
Camera is fine too.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, thank you. So, we'll move on to the agenda for today. So,
Okay.
it's taking a bit of a while. For a sec. So this is the agenda for today. It is mainly spread into 3 sections. In the first section, there'll be a set of questions, which will then be followed by a personality check in the middle, which is a fun activity and something for you to take away. And lastly, some suggestion and advice questions for you. So let's begin. So I'll stop sharing and we'll start. So, just to begin with, could you please briefly describe what your role is professionally?
I'm a teacher here.
Alright, could you please repeat that?
Yeah, I'm working as a teacher.
Thank you. So, do you like your job?
Yeah, I'm doing the job.
So, is there anything particular or interesting that happens?
Yeah, right now online classes are happening. They are very interactive and it keeps me on my toes always.
So, I think that's an amazing job being a teacher. It's just that, is it hard for you?
A little bit hard because it becomes very difficult to cope up with all the prevailing circumstances. Otherwise, too, we get different kind of backgrounds of different kind of students. They all are different from each other. So how to cope up with each ability of the child, that makes it a bit difficult.
Yes, sure. Thank you. So, moving on. Um, so I'm very interested to know which hobbies you enjoy.
Hobbies. Yeah, I like cooking, and during the lockdown, I have tried, I think, all the dishes. And otherwise, I like dancing, I like reading books, and making my kid happy. This is the most favorite hobby of mine.
So, is there anything particular you like in reading?
Yeah, I like Chetan Bhagat's novels.
Sorry, could you please repeat that?
I like Chetan Bhagat's novels.
Yeah, I'm also reading a novel.
Now, could you share me that name?
Sorry?
Could you share me its name? Which novel are you reading?
I don't remember its name at the moment
Okay.
because I've been reading other books as well with it. So I'll
Sure.
come back to you on that. Yeah. Thank you. I think reading is a very good hobby. You can also, your vocabulary will be good, stuff like that. Yes. Thank you. So now, moving on to the next question. Could you please tell me a soft skill you have that you're very glad to have?
Okay.
Maybe like communication or teamwork?
Yeah. Um, any soft skill that I have. I think patience is all what I have. It is the most important skill that I'm having because it keeps me going on, moving on in my life. And I think patience is the only characteristic of mine which has kept me alive through all these years.
Sorry, you're breaking up. I can't properly hear you. Sorry, I couldn't hear you on the last one. Sorry.
I think that patience has kept me alive all these years, and this is the most important characteristic of mine that has kept me going on.
Okay. Okay. So now, so I think patience is also very good to have because if you're patient, you kind of like go with life.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So now this is still based on advice. I mean, skills. So now I wonder if there's a skill that you really wished you had. Is there any in particular?
Yeah, I wish um, I wish I had a skill. Uh, I'm sorry, but I'm not getting a correct answer. Just a moment. I wish I could have done better in life.
Are you breaking up? I can't hear you well. I can hear lots of background noise now.
Actually, there was a Wi-Fi error. I electricity just went off.
Sorry,
Now it's
I
fine.
can't hear you.
Is it
No,
fine now?
no. Every time you talk, there's background noise.
Okay.
So I'm not sure, but
Hello.
hello. Yeah, it's still there's lots of background noise. I can't hear you properly.
Are you able to hear me now?
I can hear it, but there's lots of background noise coming. I can't hear you much.
I don't
Maybe if
know,
you take your
maybe
headphones off, it might
network
work.
issue. But then I won't be able to hear you because our speakers are not. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Yes, sure.
Is it audible now?
So it's better. Okay. So moving on, is there a skill that you really wished you had?
Yeah, I want to. Actually, I wanted to that I should have a skill of interior designing.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last part.
Interior designing.
Okay. So, so is there any like particular reason why you want to know it?
Could you please repeat it?
Right?
Could you please repeat it? What
Yes,
did you
sure.
ask?
So could you please describe why you wished to be good at interior designing?
Yeah, I like decorating homes, and it's a good job. I wish I could have pursued a career in this. That's why I like uh, this skill. If it would have been cultivated in mine.
Yes. Okay. So moving from skills to advice, has there been a time when you were given a piece of advice and that you had followed it?
Many a time.
Can you please
many
tell me one
times.
time? Can you please tell me one of those times and what the advice was?
There are many points in life when you need others' advice. Um,
Can you
like
tell me one?
when you when you broke down, if you have hard times in your life, and pursuing a
Please,
career during a
could you please tell me one that has happened to you?
yeah, during the starting of my career, I had an advice from my maternal aunt. She advised me that I should pursue a career in teaching, and
Or
see,
I
I
couldn't hear
am a
that.
teacher now.
Because so the advice was to become a teacher.
Yeah,
So no, thank you. So I think that's a good piece of advice and that you have been given that. Do you have any idea why she had asked you to become a teacher?
yeah, some kind of orthodox thinking which every Indian has that if you become a teacher, you get more time to devote to your family, to your kids. Uh, that was the main reason that she suggested me to be a teacher.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. So now moving on, have there been a piece of advice you have been given but you wished you had followed it?
Yeah,
Please tell me one that you what the advice that you wished you had followed.
sorry, I can't share that.
Sorry?
Sorry, I can't share that. Honestly speaking, I can't share that advice.
Okay, sure. So okay, so just before we move on to the personality check, could you please try to describe yourself in 3 words?
Yeah, I'm sincere, I'm dedicated, and I'm punctual.
So can you please tell me why you would use these 3 words?
I'm very dedicated towards my work, towards my household responsibilities. I always try that I don't put on my pressure on anyone else. I always try that I reach everywhere in time. I don't like someone waiting for me. I want everything to be perfect. Um, Maybe that is why I keep on striving for these two characteristics of mine.
Thank you. So so now we have finished this first section of this interview. We will move on to the second section of the interview, which is personality check. Yes. So sorry. So can you please confirm you can see the slides?
No, I can't see. Yeah, now I can see.
Okay, thank you. So this is the personality check, and if you ask me, it's probably the most fun part in this whole interview.
Okay, looking forward to it.
So there aren't any right or wrong answers, and if you feel that there are any hard questions, feel free to skip them. So can you please put the following 5 animals in the order of your preference? So what you prefer first, and then second, and then third, please.
Cow,
Thank you.
tiger, sheep, horse, and then pig.
Can you please repeat that? Sorry.
First is cow,
Uh-huh.
second tiger,
Mhm.
third is sheep, fourth is horse, and the last one is pig.
Okay. So this will. So we'll go on to the next slide and find out what each one means. So this is what each one means. Yes. So because you said cow first, your first priority in your life is your job, followed by
True.
your pride or passion, Yeah.
Yeah.
Followed by love,
Okay.
then family, and then money.
Okay.
Okay, it's just a small prediction I have created on based on what most of the interviews I have interviewed have said. Yes.
That's cool.
So we'll move on to the next one. So can you please tell a word that will describe each one of them?
For dog, lol.
Thank you.
That is like a fog.
Sorry, what do you say?
That fog. It comes silently, like fog. FOG.
Yeah.
And rat, it's a dirty reptile.
Okay. And how about the sea, please?
It's huge.
Thank you. So we'll move on to the next one and find out what it means. So, dog. So because you said dog was loyal, that means that you're loyal. And then silent, your partner. So your partner is silent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your enemies are dirty and your life is huge.
This one was very interesting. Thank you.
Welcome. So now we have finished this part of the second section of this interview, and we'll continue to the suggestion and advice section. So from your personal experience, if you would like to give a piece of advice to children, what advice do you think you should give to them that they should follow?
I think a child must be honest. He should be honest towards his parents and towards his teachers. This is the foremost personality trait that a child should have. And I always teach my children, my kids, my students, that anything happens in your life, whatever goes through you, but you just have to be honest, because honesty is the only thing that can make you successful in life, and this is the most best paid trait of a human being that will definitely help you keep going on.
Definitely. I totally believe in you. You should be honest in everything that you do, and you shouldn't
Yes.
tell a lie. Thank you. So, following on, but still based on advice given to children, what advice that do you think you should give to children that they shouldn't do?
It shouldn't do.
Yes, please.
They shouldn't take their parents for granted. Any piece of advice that their parents are giving them, they should value them. They should respect their elders, because definitely every child has his own mind and he can discover new things, he can make out new inventions, but still, the experience which an elder person has, that will definitely help a child a lot. It will definitely help him in his life to make wiser decisions. So this, I think, every child must follow. You should not uh, disobey or disrespect the elders.
Mhm. That's a very good piece of advice. Thank you.
And I think soon this senior citizens day is also coming, probably next month in London. In September first week, I think we celebrate senior citizens day now, or grandparents day as they call it as. It is a very good day to pay respect, but I believe that only a single day can't make any difference. If you are respectful towards your elders, every day is a grandparents' day or a senior citizens' day. So this is what I want to say.
Sounds amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all your answers. We have now completed the third section of this interview. So, just to conclude, could I please request you one thing that you've liked about this interview?
I like your confidence. I like it a lot. And the way you are interacting, that's so, so cute and so wise. And the other thing about the interview which I like is that the questions that you have made the choice that were very interactive and it made me an eye opener towards my personality. The questions you used that were very uh, I think it would be useful for me because now I know that I value my career the most and my family. Like I didn't believe that I could do so. Uh, and otherwise, I liked it a lot. Thank you for having me.
That sounds great. And just for the scope of improvement, if I were to change something in this, what do you think I should change?
You are perfect, dude. You are doing a good job.
Thank you for all your time today. And um, as an appreciation, I would like to present to you this certificate for taking part in my interview project.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot, Aryan.
I'll email it to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Having you. Have a great day. Bye. Take care.